John Travolta, a Hollywood icon whose career has spanned decades, is a figure whose life has been defined by extraordinary talent, resilience, and both public acclaim and personal tragedy, and now at 71, discussions about him saying goodbye have sparked curiosity and concern among fans, though the reality behind this headline is far more layered and emotional than it might appear at first glance, reflecting a man navigating the twilight of a long and extraordinary career while also confronting deeply personal reflections about family, legacy, and mortality. Travolta's journey began with meteoric success in the 1970s, from Saturday Night Fever to Grease, establishing him as a household name whose charisma, dancing skills, and on-screen magnetism captivated audiences worldwide. But with fame came intense scrutiny, relentless media attention, and personal challenges, including the devastating loss of his son Jet and the pressures of maintaining both private life and public persona simultaneously, experiences that have left lasting impressions on his outlook and approach to life. Over the years, Travolta has faced a delicate balance between embracing new opportunities and honoring the legacy he has built, choosing projects that resonate personally or allow him to experiment creatively while also acknowledging that age and changing industry trends inevitably alter the roles available to him. And in interviews and public appearances he has reflected on the importance of purpose, meaningful work, and cherishing family above all else, framing the idea of saying goodbye not as a literal retreat from life but as a conscious evaluation of what matters most in his remaining years. Colleagues and friends note that Travolta approaches this stage of life with a combination of pragmatism and sentimentality, recognizing that while his energy, creativity, and presence remain strong, he must make deliberate choices about commitments, appearances, and projects, preserving his health, emotional well-being, and personal connections while still sharing his artistry with fans, a perspective that underscores the emotional complexity behind any decision to step back from public life or slow the pace of a once frenetic career. Beyond professional considerations, Travolta's reflections are also deeply informed by his spirituality and commitment to personal growth, including his adherence to Scientology principles, which have provided him with frameworks to navigate grief, challenge, and change, and he has openly discussed how these beliefs have shaped his resilience, emotional coping, and understanding of legacy, offering insight into a man whose public persona often overshadows the profound personal reflection underlying his choices. In contemplating farewells, whether to specific projects, the limelight, or certain aspects of his career, Travolta also emphasizes the importance of mentorship and giving back, supporting younger actors, encouraging artistic exploration, and investing in creative communities, illustrating that his goodbye is not a retreat from influence but a strategic realignment toward what holds the most meaning, demonstrating a level of emotional maturity and self-awareness that comes from decades of navigating success, loss, and public scrutiny simultaneously. Fans witnessing this phase of Travolta's life see a mixture of nostalgia, admiration, and empathy, recognizing the layers of accomplishment, struggle, and reflection that inform his current choices, and while tabloids may frame any slowing of public appearances as dramatic or final, insiders emphasize that his decisions are rooted in conscious prioritization, self-care, and the desire to leave a legacy defined not only by iconic performances but also by personal integrity, family devotion, and artistic contribution. Ultimately, the story of John Travolta at 71 and his notion of saying goodbye illustrates the universal challenge of reconciling public identity with private reflection, the need to navigate change with grace, and the power of intentional living, reminding fans that true farewell is often not about ending life or work entirely, but about making space for what truly matters, leaving a legacy that is as emotionally rich as it is professionally remarkable, and allowing a cultural icon to transition gracefully into a chapter defined by meaning, connection, and quiet reflection rather than only headlines or spectacle.